Alrighty, guys. So we are going to go ahead and get started in just a few seconds here. Um, Thank you so much for joining in. All right, I think we got enough people. We're going to go ahead and get started now. So thank you guys so much for joining in, and we are going to talk about today how to start a beauty vending machine business. Okay, so that is our topic at hand. I will try not to give you guys too much, for too long. Try to get straight to the point and give you guys the knowledge and the information that I know you're seeking, and just kind of carry on. So, who am I? I'm LaKenya Francis, and I am the founder of iKrave Vending. And I am going to be doing today's presentation, kind of talking about the different aspects of the beauty vending machine business. Okay, so just to give you guys a quick little background, I started vending with snacks and drinks, and along the course, I kind of got into the specialty vending and helping other people get started with different things such as, beauty, for example, it's like really popular, CBD, toiletries, laundry. So all sorts of specialty vending, because most people think, right, when they hear about vending machines, they think automatically snacks and drinks. But the cool thing about it, right, is that you can put anything inside of a vending machine. So at any rate, we'll get into that a little bit more, but that's who I am. I'm LaKenya. I'm from Miami, Florida. And I am going to be hopefully working with you guys one-on-one eventually, but we'll see. Okay, so before we get started, I do have a question for you guys, so you can go ahead and utilize the chat and respond to me if you like. That will be very beneficial. Help me to know who I'm working with, what you guys are into, so that I can kind of gear my talking points. Okay, so the first thing is I do want to know, do you guys already sell any beauty products? All right, so when I sell beauty products, that can be eyelashes, that can be hair extensions, that can be cosmetic supplies, makeup, anything that is in the line of beauty products, right? So that's a wide range of different things that you could be into. So maybe you have an e-commerce business, right? Or maybe you have a product line that you created. Do you already have beauty products that you're selling? That's the first thing I do want to know. The second thing I want to know, if you're not one of those people that have a product that you're already selling, it's okay, right? It is okay. But I do want to know, do you have a love for fashion or beauty itself? Okay, because I'm finding out, that not everybody is already in the beauty industry selling a product, but maybe they really, really have a love for makeup, right? Or maybe they really have a love for nails, right? Or eyelashes. It's something that they, actively wear. And so they know a little bit about it, and they have some background knowledge. And that kind of helps with this. And that's the reason why I'm asking. And my last question to you is, do you need or want a second stream of income? So why did you consider, joining in on this training? Is it because, hey, I think this is a neat idea. It's very unique. And I think this will be something that I would enjoy. Or, hey, I'm looking for, a second stream of income, and I would want it to be with doing something that I at least like, right? And so this seems like something that I could do. Everybody is in a different place, but I do want to know, I'm curious to know, your purpose, or if this is just something, that you're already wanting to do, okay? So at any rate, I appreciate the responses. I really do. It kind of helps me with, like I said, how much to elaborate on different talking points, okay? So anyways, we're going to move on. So what are we going to talk about very briefly? Like I said, I won't keep you for too long, but we are going to talk about what is beauty vending. We're going to talk about machines, new versus used, because that's a big one, right? Vending machine locations, which is very, very important in the business period, regardless of what type of vending you're doing, okay? And then I will showcase a few people that I've helped, just so that you can see that it's doable. This is something that you can do. Okay. Anybody can do it regardless of where you are. The vending machine business concept is the same. All right. So let's talk about machines really quick, right? And I just put this image up here. This is someone that I've helped in the past. And this is a brand new machine. So I just want to kind of point out some pros and cons to brand new versus used. Now, a lot of people say, hey, starting out, I have a small budget and I'm only able to spend X amount of dollars. So what I plan to do is get started, make a little money, and then in the future, I can go ahead and expand and, possibly buy a new machine. So just to give you guys, I'm going to give you numbers and everything because I want you to know that this is something that you really can do and give you as much information as possible so that you can make a wise decision, whether or not this is something you're going to get into now or in the future or whatever the case may be. So a new machine, what are some benefits? Credit card readers. We know in this day and age, everybody is using credit cards, especially with this, contactless. Nobody wants to really be touching people, around people. So a credit card reader is excellent, right? A brand new machine, of course, is more attractive. I mean, who wouldn't want a brand new machine, right? One good thing is that within the first few years of the machine, you really shouldn't have any issues with it because it's brand new. So I know a lot of times that's one of the factors. Oh my God, what if my machine breaks down? Who's going to fix it? How am I going to get it fixed? How am I going to find someone? Well, with a new machine, those are problems you really won't have to worry about up front. Okay. Also, with a brand new machine, you have the possibility of financing it, depending on where you get the machine from. There's an opportunity to finance. So why would someone want to finance? Well, up front, it's less money out of pocket. And you can use some of that other cash to kind of put into other aspects of the business. But then there's some people who are like, listen, I don't want to finance anything. I don't want to go into the business, already owing. And everybody is different. Everybody's point of view is different. And so that's a personal choice. Okay. Now, another neat thing that I like about, with your new machine, with a credit card reader, of course, you can track your inventory. So these credit card readers are so sophisticated that you can see with the app, okay, I got 10 sales today. This is how much money I made in cash. This is how much money I made in credit. You can even make your machine a credit card reader only. Some people have done that. Like, hey, I don't want to hassle of dealing with the cash, especially if you don't plan to upkeep the machine on your own. Maybe you're going to have someone else with you to kind of help with maintaining it, and you don't want to have to worry about having the cash in there, and that's understandable. So you can very well make the machine a credit card machine only. Okay. But the neat thing, like I said, you're able to track your inventory, and that is very, very important because, hey, when it's time to reorder my inventory, I need to have some cues, okay? Because maybe I'm doing other things. This is just, my side hustle, or maybe it's your full-time hustle. Who knows? But the good thing about a vending machine, once you get the machine and you get the location, it's really a hands-off thing. I promise you. You spend maybe 1 or 2 hours a week maintaining it, meaning restocking it. Just wiping it down, just kind of revisiting your inventory. And really that's it, because once it's in a location, it's working on its own. It is your employee. It really is. It's pretty cool. So yeah, now let's talk about used machines. Now, typically a used machine, or refurbished, as we like to call them, are cheaper. And sometimes this is what's suitable for our budget. So one thing about a refurbished machine or a used machine, it typically won't come with a credit card reader. So that is an additional cost that we, have to keep into mind, which is a couple of $100, which, usually if you buy a brand new machine, it's going to come with it already. Now, a used machine is not as attractive, but there's ways around that. I got you covered. You can get that machine customized and have it looking just as good as a new one. Okay. You might need repairs sooner than you would if you had a brand new machine. Okay. But that's okay, because I have people that can help you regardless of where you are. And one thing that over the years that I'm learning even with women, um, most people learn the machine so well to where they can troubleshoot and fix minor issues. Now, replacing a whole new motor, or control board, okay, that's different. But little small things like jams, which is usually that happens, or a product getting stuck, maybe because it's the way you're inserting it in the coils, you're not doing it correctly. So there's things that you actually will learn as you go, and you'll be able to kind of maintain it on your own. And that's the truth, okay? And now here's the difference between a new and a used machine. Typically, the seller is gonna want all of the money up front, or they're gonna want the money before it ships out. Okay. So I got somebody for everybody. I got somebody who wants a brand new machine at this price range up top. They want it in the middle. You want a refurbished machine. You just want to find a used machine, start off and gradually progress into, a nicer, fancier machine. There's machines out there for everybody's budget. Trust me. Okay. So that's pretty much that, right? Now, the most important part, which is really, like I said, in any vending, this is like one of the most important parts. Okay. Location. Okay. The reason why is because we want our machine in the right location so that it is making sales, so that we are making money. Okay. So ideally, with snacks and drinks, right? Our big thing is high foot traffic, and it's sort of kind of like that too with beauty. But with beauty, you want to think about. I want you guys to think about this. Okay, as we enjoy, we like our eyelashes, right? Our mascara, makeup wipes, nail polish. There's certain things that we utilize, right, on a daily basis sometimes. Um, and so other people who use these items, okay, sometimes it's women. I mean, most of the time it's women. It doesn't mean it has to be all women, it could be men too, but we use these products, and where are these people hanging out at? That's how I want you to get in the mindset when we're thinking about a potential location for a beauty supply machine. Okay. Somebody who is likely to need a beauty item, an item that they would normally get from the hair store. Okay. It's probably somebody, maybe they're at home and they ran out of something. Yes, they could easily get in their car and go. But again, remember, vending machines are convenience. That's the whole point. They are convenience, and people will forever use them. So I know that's usually one thing when people are like, well, you just get in their car. How many times, and you can attest to this, you need something, you're like, man, I don't feel like going. That's a lot of people. So imagine you live in an apartment complex. Check this out, right? Like I said, I'm in Miami, Florida. So downtown Miami, there's a lot of like high rises and condos, and that's the lifestyle right now. You live there, that's the lifestyle. You're living it up, right? But to get to a store is not as easy as someone who was living, out in the suburbs where they could just go down in their garage, get in their car, and drive off. Really, when you're living in these upscale high rises, a little bit different. You got valet service, you got to go wait for them to get the car, or you got to take an Uber or public transportation. So those type of buildings, think about those. So not just a regular apartment complex, one where it's almost inconvenient for someone to leave just for something small, right? Think about the 10 times of the value that you can bring by putting a beauty supply machine in an apartment complex that's located downtown. And we want to be even more specific. We want to get in the nice ones where the rent is high. And the reason why, hey, listen, this is all business, because these people, typically that means that they are willing to spend a little bit more. So that way you're able to price a little bit more. Okay. And they wouldn't mind spending for convenience, hence where they live, and probably the rent is 2 to 3 times more than if they lived, maybe 20 miles away, right? So we got to think like that. Another thing, and me personally, right? So thinking about it, I go to a hotel. I'm really good and organized, right? So I pack my clothes. I have my toothpaste, my special deodorant, everything. I have it. Well, at least I think I do. let's say we get in, it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, pretty late, right? And I realize, my God, we have our toothbrush, but we do not have toothpaste, or we do not have makeup wipes, or we do not have, whatever, some supplies. And it's like, man, now I'm on vacation, but now I got to find the nearest like store in the area, CVS or Walgreens or a convenience store. Think about this machine, right? And the neat part about the beauty supply machine, you see, I keep keying in on the word supply because it's not limited to one. So I know you guys are probably seeing people saying, hey, start your lash business, your lash vending machine business, start your hair vending machine business. But I want to bring you value. And this is from personally working with people, over the past couple of years. And as this has gotten so much more popular, beauty supply is how you're going to stand out. Okay. Lashes, okay, a lot of people got those already. Beauty supply machines. So we're going to have a variety of different things that will go under the sector of beauty supplies. Okay. So we're not going to limit ourselves by saying we're only selling lashes, right? And so that's where you're going to stand out, and that's what's not saturated at this moment, and that's a fact. And think about that. If the hotel offered that, hotels, a lot of hotels do have snack and drink machines, but do they have beauty supply machines? Okay, slash convenience machines? No. Perfect location. A mall is a good location. Now, here's the thing with the mall, and I like to be very transparent. That's one thing about me, one thing about LaKenya that anybody will tell you. She's honest, she's transparent. I'm not selling dreams. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay? Getting in the mall is not difficult at all. I can help you get in the mall easily. What's difficult is when the mall already has a lash machine or they already have a hair machine. Then they're going to tell you no because they can't have the two of the same things, right? So that's another reason why we're going to use that term beauty supply machine. Okay. So mall is easy to get into. That's another good high traffic spot, and you're more likely to just get a vast amount of people. Another thing, I don't know in your area if this is so popular still, but flea markets, right? So flea markets where people go, usually like on the weekend, wholesaling. If those are still around, they're not bad places to start at. Okay, and trust me, guys, there are many more places. Oh, one more. Colleges. I know that's like number one on people's radar. Oh, I want to get into college, and it's possible. So me and my team have helped people get into colleges. Right? There's a process. It does take time and patience, but it's possible. Okay. So if a college is another place that you would like to get in, that's awesome. So just to give an example, and I really don't want to call out the actual name of the college, but there's a college, right? And so a business partner, she was and she kind of deals with that. I more so deal with like guidings, helping people, formulating creative ideas, getting you started, helping you, motivating you, getting you on that roadmap. She's more so the machine. Okay. So at any rate, she went down to the college because she's like, listen, I got to go in person because, the phone calls aren't working, the emails aren't working. Went just with the intent of dropping off a proposal, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And when they saw the idea, they loved it. And guess what? They didn't just want one machine, they wanted 5 beauty supply machines. Actually, it was going to be a combination because they were going to put some in the girls' dorms and some in the guys' dorms. So the colleges are loving this right now because think about it. I'm even thinking about when I was in college, right? So my first year, I was fortunate enough to have a car, but think about the kids that don't have a car, right? Some colleges do not allow you to bring a car in the first year, right? You got to take public transportation. So we are really bringing the convenience to the kids, to the students, because they're not kids, but we're bringing it to the students. And you don't even have to think about the biggest university that's out there in your state. We can start a little low, our community colleges, or maybe even some private university. Okay. So that is another perfect one where this is really going to pinpoint in right in, and it's just perfect right now. Okay, opportunity, gotta get on. Can't wait. So let's look at some people that I've helped. Um, so this machine here, just to give you an idea, also, okay, this is considered a refurbished machine, right? So we had it wrapped. They put the credit card reader on, customize it for her products. As you can see, she already sold products. She already is in the e-commerce space. She thought about it like, hey, you know what? How can I make more money outside of just my website? Okay, because the website, you got to drive traffic, marketing, but this machine is actually inside of a mall, right near a huge university here in Florida. And this is one thing about it. People I've worked with, they always reach back out to me, and I love it because I get to share it with the next person. And her machine is doing well. And when she started, she was scared, like, oh my God, I'm gonna go inside of a mall, and the machine is doing well, and she's looking for her second location, and she's still running her e-commerce business. That's why I asked at the beginning, do you already sell products? This is a perfect way to sell more. Okay, you don't even have to be there with the machine, right? Perfect way to do that. Okay, so let's move on to someone else. So this young lady here, this is also considered a refurbished machine. Okay, as you can see, right? If you look closely, I hope you guys can see. The product are different sizes, so that's something that makes the machine customized. Okay, and that's something that I help you guys with, that process of getting this done. And perfect. Look, she's another person. She's a lash tech. She does lashes, right? Very popular in her community, has an existing established a business. And she said, hey, I want to expand and make more money. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing, but I'm just going to expand and make more money. And she has this in like a beauty studio. And this is one I didn't mention. I'm not sure of the exact terminology for it, but it has like hair stylists, nail techs, barbers, all in like one building. Okay, and this is where her machine is doing well. Okay, so as you can see, this is for anybody. So this is my girl here. She is actually well, actually I have that her machine is actually, I forgot to change this one. Excuse me. She's not in Georgia. She's actually in Florida. She has two machines. One is located in Tallahassee, and one of her machines is actually located in Tampa. Okay, so she got one machine, and then she branched off and got another one. That goes to show you that it's doing well, that she was able to get another one. And when I talked to her, she's looking to expand to some other locations in Florida. So she's doing great. And I love her branding. Again, she was already doing this, and she's expanding her brand by selling these products inside of a vending machine. Okay. Very unique customization of her machine. I love it. And so yeah, it's real, you guys. It's real. Okay. So here's another young lady that I first kind of helped out at the very beginning. She's actually in Pennsylvania. She's also inside of a mall, right? And in her machine is doing well also. Okay, and this is a brand new machine, as you can see. And again, you see you got the picture on there. You can customize the machine however you like, right? With a picture, with branded colors, whatever floats your boat. Okay. This machine, I want you to look closely at the product in here. This is actually inside of a hotel in Georgia, right? There's all sorts of stuff. This person got lashes. This person got cotton swabs for the ears. This person got Advil. This person has Lysol wipes, eyeglasses, makeup remover, head bandanas, just all sorts of stuff, right? Neck pillows for like when you're traveling, all sorts of things, right? Beauty supply. And this machine is doing very well, very, very well, making a lot of money. Um, and that's just one machine, right? Awesome. So I wanted to put this one up because I wanted to kind of say, all right, let's say you're really on a budget, a real tight budget, and you don't want to spend the extra money to get it customized. You just want to sell beauty supplies. It's a regular snack machine, as you can see. Now, this is actually inside of a barbershop in Texas. And this is one of the latest people that I've helped. Haven't displayed this on social media or anything like that. But if you can look closely, there's do-rags in there, there's wave grease, there's some other things that men uses. And this is just a regular snap machine, no special customization, no wrapping. So like I said at the beginning, if you have a budget that is like, listen, I am on a tight budget, but I really want to do this, there's options for you. Okay. And I thought this was pretty cool. She's like, listen, we have, I'm from a very small town. The nearest hair store is about 45 minutes away. When people want hair products, they go to Walmart. So she was like, it's only like one barbershop. We want to go ahead and put supplies in there, but we want to gear it towards men. Perfect idea, guys. Because guess what? And she's not done with the machine, because if you can see, it's a couple of empty spaces. She's going to put some things in there that's trending. Okay, so there's a research part of that too. What are people, what are young men, they're liking as beauty, their own beauty supplies. So it doesn't have to just be women; it can be men as well. Okay, the market for everybody. Beauty industry is like $1 billion industry, guys, and it's only going to continue to grow. It's not going anywhere. One thing I learned during the pandemic is that people pay to feel good and look good, right? So beauty supplies is really the way to go. If I had to give somebody, if somebody came to me and they say, "Hey, LaKenya, I'm stuck in between snacks and drinks and beauty, okay." And the reason why, let me tell you. So I'm not knocking snacks and drinks. It's different, it's a different process, but the beauty is on a different range. So some of these people that I've showed you here are making $2,000 a month on their machine, and this is spending a week or two, an hour or two a week loading the machine up. Easy. And the profit margins on these beauty products are amazing, right? So think about it. If you had a few machines, even if you don't want a whole bunch of machines, 3 machines, you could be making some really good money. So you see why I said beauty supplies, because the profit margin is on a whole nother level, right? And this can be done, guys. And I want to give you guys some time frame. Well, how long does it take? There's people that I've gotten on the phone with, LaKenya, we want to get this going ASAP, right? And with the efforts of them and the efforts of me, get this thing going within 30 days. There's things that can be done like literally right away, within weeks, to be honest. I've seen it done in weeks. So really everybody's different, but I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. And another thing that people may ask, well, how much money do I need? So, and I want to kind of tell you these things so you can know whether you're going to move forward to the next step, okay, right now, or if it's going to be in a little bit. So realistically, you're going to probably need about, at minimum, $2,000, okay, because you're going to need a machine, and that's if you're going on the uncustomized machine, and then getting a few products to get it going, right? Not much, very small investment, trust me. And here's another idea. Let's say you're somebody that's highly interested in this, right? But maybe you don't have all the fundings on your own. Find a business partner. Find someone that you can go in with, right? And you work it out to where it's both of you guys going in and you're sharing the expense. That's another way I talk to people, mom and daughters, right? Friends and friends. And I know you have to be careful with who you go to business with, but it's an option, something to help. I've even talked to a group of women, 4 or 5 women pitching in together. They're all college friends. We're going to get in together. We're going to all chip in, and it's just a little bit that we're chipping in because all of us are getting together, right? But the reward is really big, and then we can continue to grow and get more, or if you want to branch off on your own. So these are just ideas of, because a lot of people come to me and say, how do I get funding? If you really can't afford it on your own, the best thing to do is find some partners that you can get in with, right? To cut down that cost on startup costs. Trust me, think about it. So now my question is, are you guys ready to get started? Do you want to get started, and how can I help you do that, right? Because I get a lot of people to inbox me, do you sell machines? Listen, that is only that is not even that's not the thing that we should be worried about, the machine. The biggest idea is the location. The biggest idea of just having some guidance through the process, right? Okay, so and that's why I created this free training to give you guys more insight on what the business is like and how I can help as well. Right? Because I was getting a lot of numbers, a lot of, hey, do you sell machines? And so I just wanted to kind of, give you guys more information. So at any rate, on my website, iKraveVending.com, there's a section on there where I have reviews because people want to see reviews, right? They say, hey, we want reviews. So what I did was I have my Google reviews integrated into my website. So when someone leaves a review, you guys can see it automatically. These are real reviews, real people, and this is the best. That's the best, you know, showcase that you guys can go by and say, hey, I want to know what it's like working with her. There you go. All right. So I have two packages. You got your starter package and you have the ultimate package. They all include, right? They all include, I'm going to go back some a little bit, right? And I know you guys probably can't see this, but it's okay because again, it's on iKraveVending.com. So they all include a digital presentation on building the vending machine business. So this is something that I like people to look at this presentation first, okay, this coursework first before we start talking first, right? So you can have an idea, you get your mind thinking, your mind going. They're both going to come with a customized inventory list and a sheet that you can use. Some people don't like the technology, some people like it old school. This is something that most people find value with. The proposals that I do for you guys, they're customized 100%. It's not something that I'm just giving to everybody. It's customized specifically for you. So of course I'll get the information from you about, what you're going to call your business and create that proposal. Why do I need a proposal? Because this is what we're going to hand off to the potential location. This proposal, my proposal framework has gotten people into malls, gotten people into colleges, gotten people into hair salons, gotten people into hotels, gotten people into SeaWorld, gotten people into all sorts of businesses, right? And not just beauty, but everything. So the proposal, the wording, what you're offering to people, what your machine, because that's what you're offering, your machine, it is very important, right? So it's something that I do for you. Also, remember at the beginning I asked, do you already sell products? Because if you sell products, then you know where to get your products from. But let's say you're somebody that's interested in this and you don't sell products. You're like, Kenya, I don't know what to start. That's okay, because guess what? I've done the work for you. Okay. I have a list of where you can get eyelashes, hair, your wholesale suppliers, not only eyelashes and hair, your toiletries, those little miscellaneous things that we want to throw in the machine as well. Other beauty products, the same kind of products that you would find when you go inside of a hair store. I've done that work for you. So all of this comes with all of the package, right? Also, of course, the the seller's information. That is something that so if you get the starter package, it doesn't include a consultation. It's just all of these materials, and everybody's a different learner. Like, hey, can you be guided on your own, get a bunch of information, review it, and kind of direct yourself? If you can, the starter package is for you. If you're one of those people who's like, listen, I want some hands-on help. I want somebody to talk to me on the phone. I want somebody that I can text back and forth. I want somebody to be my accountability partner, somebody that will check on me every week and say, hey, have you done this? Or what have you done so far? And, oh, okay, you've done this. Now this is the next step. That is what the ultimate package is for. The ultimate package includes 30 days hands-on guidance. Okay, so what that looks like is you'll get a calendar link. You'll be able to schedule your call whenever you like. Unlimited consultation. So I've had someone to come in and just schedule all 4 of their calls because they need that. She says, I need that. I need that accountability partner, and that is the whole purpose of the package. Buying a machine, guys, is just a small part of the process, and a lot of people get that mistaken. You need guidance and you need someone who knows exactly what to do so that you don't make mistakes, costly mistakes, and get you to the end point. Okay. So those are the packages that I offer. And I would love to help you get started. And another thing, if you're going into this with other people, I don't mind doing group calls. We can do our calls by audio, or we can do them by Zoom if that helps. Some people are visual people. So those are pretty much the things that is included in the packages, and of course A1 service. um, so, of course, I'm on all social medias. iKrave Vending. Instagram is really where I hang out. If you write me a message, I'll write you back. Um, if you're wanting to email me, you want to ask a question, you have further questions other than what I've displayed here, I do not mind answering them. Please email me. I'll email you right back. Info at iCraveVending.com. Okay. So I'm pretty involved with everything. So I will be able to get back with you on an email. Guys, I really hope that this was helpful. I hope that you got something out of this. I hope that you got some motivation. You're ready to go. I'm ready to see more people enter the beauty vending machine business, because it's going to do nothing but grow, right? There's a lot of money sitting out there that can be made. We just need some direction and someone to help us get to that point. And I'm your person. I've done it before. Success is in the pudding. It's there. And so, yeah, thanks so much for joining in with me. I didn't hold up too much of your time, and I will hopefully work with you guys later. Take it easy.